Alright, peace and greetings, YouTubers. Alright, so I went to the Jazmine Sullivan reality show concert, and I do have to say that it was a very enjoyable experience. So let me just give you the rundown. Now, I was supposed to do this last night when I actually went, so I could have still did the video while I had, like, the energy. But man, honestly, I was so tired. It was one of those standing room only shows, and you're standing up for 4 or 5 hours, and everybody bumping into you and everything, and then I was tired physically. I was like, I don't want to go to bed, so I said, I'll do it tonight. Side note, this has nothing to do with the concert. The news is on my little TV over here. I know y'all saw that bull crap with the GOP and the little letter they sent to Iran. See, Barack's better than I am. Sometimes I wish Barack would be more cutthroat, because if I was Barack, some of these people that be doing him so, you know, they keep undercutting him doing some stuff. A lot of these people would have been gone missing, alright? Some of these people would have been going on ski trips and not returning, you know, camping in the mountains, and we don't know where they went. I wish I would be president, okay? Anyway, back to the task. So the Jazmine Sullivan show. What I enjoyed most, first starting off, was, one, the tickets were only $30. I was like, Jazmine, I appreciate you for that, because I don't have to do an extra shift on the corner, tricking and hooking to get into this show. I can just pay my little $30 and be on my way, and it's standing room only, so as long as I have bogart a bit, I can get as close to the stage as I want. So I get to the show. Mine just took me forever to get there, because of course, you know, traffic just sucks. And but anyway, get to the show. She has this kid named Jordan, I forgot the kid's name already. I might have to look on the ticket, because I did say I was going to buy some of his music. But he was opening act. Now, in my opinion, I think he was an actual decent opening act. I liked his energy. He interacted with the crowd. He could play piano. He had a decent voice. His music wasn't too bad. It was cool. Only thing though, I didn't know if it fit with Jazmine's show, or I don't want to say Jazmine's brand, but I think for an artist like Jordan, because his sound is a little bit more unique and it's a little bit more alternative, and he kind of jumps into all types of lanes and stuff, I think he would have fared better if he was opening for somebody like Janelle Monáe or Childish Gambino, or hell, even that, what's that Janae Yako chick, or some stuff like that. I don't know. Jazmine, the reason why I said that was, like, the crowd gave him a modest response or reception. And the biggest thing was, one, we didn't know who he was. We never heard any of his music. So, you know, kind of, you know, this is cool. All right, cool. Well, while he's saying, let me go to the bar and get a drink. All right, yeah, all right. Oh, he's doing another one. Oh, great. Okay. Oh, 3 more songs. Okay, he says he's going to do a few more. Okay. But, honestly, the music he had was cool. And I think the reason why the crowd was just kind of like, was that, first of all, and this is what not only Jazmine fans, but it's with Brandy fans, it's with like the Hathaway fans, Karen Clark Sheard fans, Kim Burrell fans, basically fans of any artist who was known for their vocal techniques. Usually we're pretty much kind of snobs when it comes to the vocal techniques and stuff. So it was like being in a room full of choir directors and makeup artists. Everybody, and the kid didn't sound bad, but what it was is that because his voice was very, like, common isn't the word, but he was kind of doing what we've already heard before vocally, so nobody in there was like, okay, right, whatever. And then because everybody in there is pressed to see Jazmine and see her do her 80,000 runs and, you know, come up with a new black national anthem by the time she finishes singing about the alphabet, you know, the crowd was like, ah. So I enjoyed the opening act, even though I think he would have fared better if he would have opened for somebody else who, you know, where the fan base could have appreciated. You know, I don't know. You know, we can be music snobs or vocal snobs all the time when it comes to like vocals and stuff. So I enjoyed Jordan, and I thought his songs were cool, but the crowd was like, nah, we're good. So I mean, I guess it was just he wasn't really doing anything vocally we hadn't heard before. And I think when you go see Jazmine, you're not really there for a visual show, and you're not really there to really hear too much radio friendly anything. You just want to be moved, and you want to be in a position where you can't even sing along because you don't want to miss anything. So, let me get to Jazmine. But no, Jordan's stuff is cool. I suggest you kind of check him out when you get a chance. Google his name too, because I forgot the last name. It starts with a B though. Jazmine comes on. Oh. Jazmine. It was so good. It was good. Basically, I can stop the video right now. It was just good. If you missed it, you missed it. But you should probably go. Like, Jazmine came out. And I forgot how the set list goes, but basically, let me tell you how good the show was, or how good she was. She was so good, I didn't even take my camera phone out to record anything. Nothing, not a picture, like, I just was like this the whole time. I didn't sing along, because one, there's some artists that you go to, they don't need help. Like, I go see Jazmine, I know she don't need no help, I'm gonna let her do it all. Now, like, when I go see my favorite person, Janet, I know she's gonna need a little bit of extra help, so it's fine for me to help her out a bit and sing along while she does the dancing and spinning on her head and stuff. But you know, Jazmine, she doesn't need the help, so I'm there and I'm just, my ears are ready and I was ready. Jazmine came out there, nailed every single song she sang. Like, not a bad note, no questionable pitch. Then, you know, when she would end on a note, it wouldn't end flat, and the runs with it, like, and then when you would think that she couldn't have any more vocal stamina, she would come out and sing stuff in an even higher range. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, Jazmine was like a freaking machine. It was just crazy how much stamina and endurance her voice has, because, you know, her whole catalog is vocally challenging. Like, the same thing I said in that Mariah video when she got in trouble with the lip sync, and how I said, you know, people like Whitney and Mariah and them back in their day, what sucked for them is that they don't have any easy songs in their catalog to sing. Every song is vocally challenging where you're singing at the top of your range. Now, what I will say about Jazmine in comparison to Whitney and Mariah, I'm not saying one is better than the other or anything, but I do notice Jazmine is very comfortable singing at the top of her range. Like, it's nothing to her. It's just like her tying her shoe. She just jump up there and sing to the rafters and come back down, and then sing under the rafter and go back over the rafter and climb on the roof and do it, and then, you know, she'll go and get a sip of water and keep going. And I'm just like, how the hell do you do that? Like, how? If I thought I could sing, I was reminded last night that, you know, maybe singing is not my gift. You know, it might not be my gift. It was excellent. And the best part about it was, like, one, she barely sang anything from her second album, which is like my favorite Jazmine album. And the funny thing about it was I didn't notice until after I got home. I was like, wait a minute, she ain't sang nothing from that album. All she sang was Holding You Down in the end of Famous. I was like, she didn't do Love Bad, she didn't do Love You Long Time, she didn't do Good Enough, she didn't do Stuttering, she didn't do Excuse Me. I was like, what the Jazmine? But then I remember, like, during the show, I didn't even notice because I was enjoying every single bit of it. Everything that she sang was so well done. Like, she had her band, I think it's like a 4-piece band, her backup singers at one point, and it was just, and the show was just so raw. There wasn't a lot of smoke and mirrors. She didn't have dancers. She didn't have any stage. Her stage was nothing elaborate. It was like, you know, it could have just been a regular choir concert at church. That's how basic the stage was. But the good thing about it was that you really were only there for the actual vocal performance. And she's somebody who can really carry a stage without all the extra tricks and gadgets and treats and stuff. So it was excellent. She, and mind you, her personality is just, she's dope. Like, she'd be like the perfect girlfriend. She was just so cool and just so laid back and, you know, personable, and, you know, she was telling her story and her, you know, her background with all the different songs and what she was going through when she wrote this one and how she did that. And Jazmine's very talented. I wish more people would get into her. I certainly enjoyed the show. I definitely paid to see it again. If she wanted to, I'd even pay twice as much, maybe 3 times. Honestly, Jazmine is worth me putting up $100 and then some. All right, and I don't do that for too many people. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. If you haven't seen her or if she's coming to your town, I suggest you go and see her. And you should also buy her album. You know, support good music. You know, watching that show really just made me miss the days when people who really deserve to be in the forefront, you know, were in the forefront. Like, I guess, you know, when you go back to like the 90s, I'm not saying everybody was selling 10 million albums, but even if you were the nobody in the music business, you could at least still go gold and go platinum, and you could still, you know, book a few shows and stuff. It kind of sucks that all these talented people are just, you know, they're kind of not falling by the wayside, but it just sucks that they don't get, you know, a lot of the support and endorsements and, you know, the push and the backing from labels that I think they should get. Jazmine's somebody that I think they really should push a lot more. And they really need to push her overseas in Europe, because the UK loves her, so I don't know why they don't, you know, anyway, I figured it out. But Jazmine gave a great show, excellent show. It was like maybe about an hour and a half. She was on stage for about an hour and a half. I do wish she would have done a few more songs from Love Me Back, but it's cool. She did a good balance of some of the songs from the new album, and she did a lot of the songs off her first album. And, you know, as a stan, I was kind of waiting for her to go and do some of the unreleased tracks. Like, I always like the Best Friend song, but, you know, I would like to hear her sing that. And, of course, you know, she got us good, though, because she was singing one of them songs, and she was like, all right, good night, all right. And I'm like, hold the hell up. You didn't do In Love with Another Man yet. You better bring your ass back out here and sing it. Like, everybody was looking. But she came, and that was like the encore, and it was excellent. So, Jazmine, kudos to you. Great show. Thank you for making me have a wonderful Monday. Anyway, I'm out. Subscribe.